There is something people call the University of Life. What life teaches, what life give you certificate for. In the University of Life, you don't read it in books. You don't get to learn in Harvard, in the universities that you can mention in Nigeria, all over the world. Private university, government university. The University of Life is not a university of sitting in four walls having lecturers. In the University of Life, you learn it with your life, by your life, living your life, experiencing it yourself. Then you become a professor. You become a BSc holder. You become a doctor. You become a professor, using your life as an experiment. And that is why when you have passed through the University of Life, you have learned so much, you will know so much. It will not be a theory, it will be practical. Wati ẹjẹ ń sáré sọ ní Yorùbá. Ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ayé èèyàn kì í ṣe ilé ẹ̀kọ́ téèyàn ń lọ nílé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga yunifásitì kéèyàn tó di ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n, kó tó di ọ̀mọ̀wé. Ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ayé èèyàn ní ilé ẹ̀kọ́ tí èèyàn máa ti ń mọ̀ nípa nǹkan tó là kọjá. So tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀, á ti di akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ òmẹ̀kọ́ nínú nǹkan tó ń sọ, torí pé kí ni, ó ti mọ̀ nípa ìrírí. It is a university that you have touched what you are saying, you have felt what you are saying, you have handled what you are saying. It's different from somebody who has not gone through the University of Life and is saying some things. Ẹ̀yin náà á mọ̀ pé kò mọ nǹkan tó ń sọ. Ẹ̀yin náà á mọ̀ pé ìrírí yẹn ò yé. Ẹ̀yin náà á mọ̀ wípé is an báwo ṣe fẹ́ sọ, is an ignoramus. But people that have gone through the University of Life and have experienced some things in life, they become an institution. They become a voice. They become a statement in that school of life. I didn't say primary school. I didn't say nursery school. I didn't say secondary school. I did not say HND. I said University of Life. Life is a tutor. Life is a teacher. Life is an educator. Those ones are the same. I'm just using the same word to explain the same thing. But hear me. If you are able to pass your exams in the University of Life, two things happened. It's either you pass, I said if you're able to pass, or you fail. People that fail in the University of Life, they are people that did not learn, refused to take in the lessons, learn it, apply it, work on themselves and change. Those are the failures. But the people that have attended the University of Life, I'm talking about your experience, the things you've been through, you are able to change, you are able to learn, you are able to exercise the knowledge you have received from that experiences or those experiences. You become another lecturer in another level that everybody that surrounds you will begin to yearn, hope to listen to you. And that is why when you see some people talk or you hear them talk, you are wondering, ẹni yóò mọ̀ tó ń sọ, kò mọ̀ tó ń sọ. But when you hear some people talk, you know that this person is an institution. He knows, she knows what he's saying. And that takes me to what I'm be sharing with you today. I've been sharing it before. I'm talking about when you are in an emotional, destructive relationship. From my birth, from growing up, I have experienced, I have touched, I have seen, have experienced pain in the university of life. And for me to stand out and stand up and be talking again and have a voice again, I know that I have learned my lessons. I have changed where I have to change. I have worked on myself. And today, I can teach it. Because what you've been through, what you have handled, what you have touched, ó ti di nǹkan téèyàn mọ̀ ni. Wọ́n ní tọ́lọ́run bá ti fọ̀tá ẹni hàn ni kò lè pani mọ́. Téèyàn bá kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó bá rí àwọn nǹkan kan tó bá ti là wọ́n kọjá tó bá kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ńbẹ̀, ó yàtọ̀ sí ẹni tí ò la nǹkan kan kọjá tó kàn kàwé àgbérù àgbésọ̀ tó kàn ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ó yàtọ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀. Ó yàtọ̀ sí ẹni tó ti la nǹkan yẹn kọjá tó wá fi ń sọ̀rọ̀. And that is why today we are going to enjoy the blessing, the benefits of someone who has been through the university of life. My name is Olufunke Adetuberu. This is Shematters on Fresh FM 107.9 Abeokuta. I want to celebrate a leader, an icon, a gift to his generation. No other person, Dr. Yinka Joel Ayefele. On his behalf, I welcome you to the program, Shematters. Do you know that relationships that are emotionally destructive are very sly, subtle, covert? Àwọn ìbáṣepọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ sọ̀rẹ́, ọkùnrin sóbìnrin tí wọ́n máa ń nini lára, tí wọ́n máa ń jẹ́ kí èèyàn ní ọgbẹ́ ọkàn, tó máa ń jẹ́ kí ìbànújẹ́ wà ní ayé èèyàn, wọn ò kì í wá bí ẹni tó fẹ́ mú ìbànújẹ́ wá. Wọn ò kì í wá bí ẹni tó fẹ́ mú ọgbẹ́ ọkàn wá. They come in a subtle way. They come slyly. They come in a way that nobody will understand. Wàá máa wò pé àbírọ́ ni, àbóòtọ́ ni. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ni mo ṣe? Ta ni mo ṣẹ̀? What is the problem? When you are in a relationship and you've lost your sense of worth, sense of value, sense of validation, sense of worth, sense of care, sense of attention, sense of affection, you don't feel involved, you don't feel loved, you don't feel care, you don't feel anything. You are just there. You are just there. Okshakan wambesha. You are in a relationship that is emotionally destructive. I've said a lot last week. Go to my YouTube channel now. Funke Adetuberu is my handle. Like, subscribe, and go and listen there. Because it's a continuation. Mo ń tẹ̀síwájú ni. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ gbọ́ mi níjẹ̀jọ́ torí ìjẹ̀jọ́ mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ẹ lọ sórí YouTube mi. Kẹ́ like, kẹ́ subscribe, kẹ́ wá listen sí Shematters last week. Torí pé kí ni mo ń tẹ̀síwájú lórí ẹ̀ ni. Mo ti sọ àwọn nǹkan kan mi ní go back to it. Since you can go back and listen on my YouTube channel, I won't continue to go back because I have a lot to share with you today. Ẹ wo àwọn kan rò pé ó dẹ̀ yẹ kí n máa gbà pé ó yẹ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ ó. Ṣé rí ẹ̀kọ́ tẹ́ ẹ jókòó tẹ́ ẹ ń kọ́ yìí? Ẹni tó bá gbọ́n á mú ìwé, á mú báírò, á máa kọ sílẹ̀. I'm teaching you a generational blessing. I'm teaching you a generational information. I'm teaching you, let me put it this way, I'm teaching you generationally. Àwọn nǹkan tí mò ń kọ yín yẹn, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi yìí, ẹ fún ọmọ yín, ẹ fún ọmọ yín, ẹ fún ọmọ yín. What I'm teaching you, I will teach you, teach your children, teach your great-grandchildren. Why? Because they are wells of information that would outlive anybody that is listening to me. It will outlive you because, number one, you will know it. Two, tó bá ti réyàn kan lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tó lọ gbé relationship síbi tí ò yẹ kó gbé sí, wàá tètè sọ fún pé wá jẹ́ n tètè sọ fún ẹ, kò sọ́nà bí eléyìí kò dáa. Ọ̀kẹ́ ọ̀kọ́kàn wà bẹ́ẹ̀ kó ní pé àǹtí or daddy ẹni tí mo fẹ́ or àfẹ́sọ́nà mi ó ń ṣe báyìí, wàá tètè sọ fún pé kò sọ́nà bẹ́ẹ̀, because o ti gbọ́ information. If you know better, you will live better. It takes understanding to stand. It takes understanding to be outstanding. Hear me and hear me good. I won't go back again. Does the person lie to you? Hey! Lórí irọ́. Listen, téèyàn bá ti wà nínú relationship tó bá ti ń parọ́ fún ẹ, or tó ti parọ́ fún ẹ, or orí tó ń parọ́ fún yàn, it's going to mess you up. Because mo ti sọ, tẹ́ bá ti lọ gbọ́ lórí YouTube mi, follow me on Instagram. My handle is funkeadetuberu. I do program lóríṣiríṣi on my Instagram handle. So you have a lot to take in about life, relationships. But listen to me. If the person has not told a lie to you, kò tí ì parọ́ fún ẹ, but orí tó ń parọ́ fún yàn ó dẹ̀ comfortable. Listen to me. Ẹnìkan ní everybody lies. I have a son, very interesting. He doesn't lie. He doesn't tell lies. One day, I now saw that, do you have the password of my internet? He said, because he didn't want to lie. He could have said no or yes. Do you have the password of my internet? Instead of saying no, because he knows he has it, he just said, That is somebody that has chosen not to be a liar. And with that, he has built a level of trust in me that whatever happens, I will tell any demon in hell, anybody that cares to listen, that this person does not lie. You would rather keep quiet. Now, if you have a relationship that the person is comfortable telling lies, a po irọ́ pọ̀, a ṣe bí ọbẹ̀, a fi ẹran sí àtàtà àlùbọ́sà, a dẹ̀ gbé kalẹ̀. That person is a black flag in your relationship, and your relationship with him is emotionally destructive. Listen and listen profoundly. If he lies to you, he will lie to you. If he's lying before someone else, he will lie to you. Now, the question is, mo ń parọ́, kí ni kí n ṣe? Start working on yourself. Because you see, I don't teach people to feel permanently condemned. Mo mọ̀ pé àwọn tó ń gbọ́ mi sí ẹni tó ń parọ́ ń gbọ́ mi, ẹni tó ti yọ̀jì tó ti parọ́. Àgàgà àwọn irọ́ tó jẹ́ pé kò ní pẹ́ tú, gbogbo irọ́ náà ló máa tú. Yorùbá ní tírọ́ bá lọ lógún ọdún, òtítọ́ àbájọ́ kan. Every lie will still come to the truth. Even tí ò bá come to the truth láyé yìí, ayé tó ń bọ̀ ńkọ́? Because gbogbo ayé wa náà ń fídíò. So even if you are thinking, kò kú sẹ́ni tó mọ̀, Ọlọ́run mọ̀, ènìyàn rí ọ, Ọlọ́run rí ọ o, kò sẹ́ni tó lè purọ́ fọ́lọ́run, abẹ́ Ọlọ́run gbogbo wa wà. But what I'm saying is this: if you notice that you have that weakness of telling lies, mo ti bẹ́yìn tó yẹ pé wà nínú relationship tẹ́ni yẹn parọ́ fún, tó ń parọ́ fún, tàbí tó ti parọ́ fún, tàbí tẹ́rí kó tó parọ́ fún yàn lójú yín, ọ̀tọ̀ nìyẹn. Mo wá sọ pé ìwọ gangan tó ń parọ́, tó wá fẹ́ change, tó fẹ́ yí padà, àkọ́kọ́ wàá kọ́kọ́ sọ fún ara ẹ pé ó tó gẹ́, ìgbésí ayé irọ́ tó gẹ́. Ẹ wo case kan tí ó wà lọ́wọ́ mi nsìn. Arábìnrin yẹn ti bímọ rí, kò sọ fẹ́ni tó fẹ́. Ẹni yẹn dẹ̀ fẹ́ ní ṣùlọ́kà. Ṣé àwọn pé kì í ṣe gbogbo obìnrin ni tí ó bá ti sọ pé òun kì í ṣe virgin. It's not every woman that is a virgin. So if she's not a virgin and she had a child, she's married, why not? It's not every woman that marries these days that are married as virgins. But the point is, this lady, her body is so firm, so nice, that nobody will know that she's had a child before. And she lied to the husband that took her in marriage. She lied that she never had a child. They got married, she got pregnant, and the man got to know. And the man walked out of her life. That is the danger of lying. Mayeni, I can't handle it. I can't take it. I'm off, I'm gone. She has lost relationship that she has invested mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically. She has lost it. Why? Because she told a lie that cannot be hidden. I'm sure the day of their wedding, people will be easing on the man and say, Ode, didn't òpònú, kí ló ń ṣe? Ta ló ń fẹ́? Ó má rò pé òun ti fẹ́ yàwó lójú ẹ̀ nìyẹn o. But can you imagine if this woman had come and said, come, this is me. If the person that will bath you when you are dead, you cannot hide your secret from the person. Ẹni tó máa wẹ̀ èèyàn ńgbà téèyàn bá máa kú, èèyàn kì í fi òwò ẹ̀ pamọ́ fún. You know what I'm going to do? Ma, ọ̀rẹ́ mi, ọkọ mi to be. I'm with a child. I got pregnant when I was young. The person took advantage of me. Say the truth. Bring it to the public of that relationship. Me, ní kẹ́ lọ sórí rédíò, ẹ má get me wrong. That relationship. Let the person know that this is what I'm entering into. I've seen a man marrying a woman that had 4 children and married her well. 3 children I've seen, married her well. Determined to marry her because she was not lying, she was not hiding. She told the man everything. Everything. If you are lying or you are comfortable lying to people in the presence of your friend, neighbors, acquaintances, you are going to enter serious trouble with the person you thought you are lying to, because that person will get to know. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ báyìí, ó ti tán nìyẹn. Even if he patches it, try to say, okay, ó ṣáà ti bímọ kan, ẹ kó bímọ nú ẹ̀, that relationship yẹn ti bàjẹ́. A lot of us are fighting now. Your marriage is shaking now. Your relationship with your friend is shaking now because you told a lie. Then somebody that lies is an emotional, destructive person. Because number one, a máa wò pé òótọ́ wo la tún fẹ́ mọ̀? Kí ló tún bọ̀ lọ́la? You are giving that person headache. You are giving that person stress. You are making that person uncomfortable. Now, àwọn míì wà tó jẹ́ pé they are pathological liars. Irọ́ ó ti di ẹ̀mí sí wọn nú. Wọ́n nílò ìtúsílẹ̀. And they need therapy. If you are a liar now, you need to pay for therapy and counselling. Because if you don't, you might not end your life well. Nobody feels comfortable with lies. And nobody believes liar. So if that person is lying to you, or he has lied for you to observe, bro, orí fóònù lásán mi ìsínbẹ̀ ó sọ pé mi ìsínbẹ̀ mo jáde mo wà lábẹ́òkúta bá ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀jọ́ wà nínú yàrá ń bàdàn àbí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àbóṣogbo àbí abẹ́òkúta anywhere, you know you are lying. So that person is emotionally destructive in your relationship. Does the person question or challenge your certainty of what he or she said or had done? Hey, let me tell you something. I've seen people that in their relationship, ó ti sure pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó dá ẹ lójú pé nǹkan báyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Irọ́ ni. Àní nǹkan tí mo sọ kọ́ yẹn sẹ́. Àní nǹkan tí mo ṣe kọ́ yẹn sẹ́. Àwa wò pé gbà mí. Ṣé orí mi pé bá ṣé orí mi ti yí ni? That person is emotionally destructive. If the person question or challenge your certainty, bóyá very simple. You went to his house. Ó ní kó wá kí n lé. Ó wá rí pátá obìnrin àbí lipstick obìnrin àbí powder obìnrin níbì kan ò dẹ̀ rí but ó mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ fílẹ̀ torí pé kí ni ẹ kúkú tí ì fẹ́ra ó wá tó gbà kan ẹ wá jà. You now said I was in your house, I saw a lady's undies and I saw powder and lipstick of a lady in that particular place. Ó ní láyé. Má fẹ́ o. He's emotionally destructive. Don't marry him. Please, I beg you. If you marry such a person, you are going to be miserable for the rest of your life. Ṣẹ́rẹ́ ìtẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ rú àwọn èèyàn bẹ́yìn, ẹ ti wọ one chance. Ìjọ kan máa sọ̀rọ̀ on how to manage emotionally destructive relationship. How do I handle it? What do I do inside? How do I manage this person? How do I manage this man? How do I manage this woman? Mo ṣá ti wọ bẹ̀ ná. Àwọn èèyàn ní toró dẹ̀ wá sọ fún ẹ pé green ni, ó dẹ̀ wá jẹ́ purple, ló wá fẹ́ kó lọ. People will not reason with you. I've seen people that their husband, their wife beats them with mark and scars. Ẹlòmíì ojú kan ti lọ. And they are still saying pé tó wá ó lù ẹ́ kò tó yẹn náà farada jókòó síbẹ̀. So tó bá wá sọ̀rọ̀ pé ó ní green ní purple, wọ́n ní white, ó ní blue. Wọ́n ní yẹn ò tó ẹ láti move, láti shift. So I'm going to teach you on how to handle, manage, understand the person that has told you green is blue and you know that this is green, it's not blue. You can even die there and say ẹ gbà mí. Mo rí kíní yìí. The only thing these days is there's camera. Even if you have snapped it, I've seen people like that too. Hey, you even took the picture from where you saw it from, and the person is saying irọ́ ni sẹ́. You didn't know you have taken pictures. Even when you showed him the picture, ni òun ò fẹ́ kó bínú ni now. Kí ló wà ńbẹ̀ kó má bínú lòun ṣe sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. These are emotionally destructive relationships. Please, if you are not married to that person, jẹ́ ó lọ yanjú ara ẹ̀. Tell him you are not healthy emotionally. You are toxic in my relationship. Go and manage yourself. Go and treat yourself. Now, I don't know why people don't want to treat emotional wounds. I really don't understand. Is it because you have to pay? Do you pay for sickness? You have ulcer, you have cancer, you have stomach pain, you have headache. Do you pay for medication? It's the same. If somebody has hurt you and your life is wounded and you can't even walk, you don't feel like walking, you are depressed, you don't feel like living. One woman just texted me that last night. He said, I can't sleep. This is 5 months my husband has left me. I'm doing therapy for her. Why will she not pay for the services? If she does not pay for the services, she cannot enjoy the benefits of the service. It's the same thing like using pain reliever for malaria. But I don't know why people think that emotional treatment, seeing a counselor, a therapist does not matter. Why would you say that? You want to die? As physical sickness can kill somebody, same emotional sickness can kill someone if you don't have anybody to talk to. And that's the truth. Emotional sickness is even worse than physical sickness, because physical sickness, you can see it. They can feel your temperature. If you have fever, they say, warm. You have headache. You can say emotional wounds, emotional trauma. You cannot even, sometimes you don't know how to put your fingers there. It takes a professional, as you need a doctor, to help you to diagnose that feelings. The same thing with counseling and therapy. So if nobody can help you to analyze and explain the sickness, you won't know how bad it is. And I've seen people that have had cancer, especially women, breast cancer, women, colon cancer. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn obìnrin tí nǹkan kan bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀, a máa sáré inú wa ti pòpò, a sáré lọ toilet. Àwọn obìnrin ọmọ adédé kan wá gógó because of emotional wounds. So I've seen a lot of women that have gone through that, and before you know it, they start diagnosing them of one funny sickness. Ibi kan ro mi, gbogbo àyà ń dùn mí, ẹ̀yìn ń dùn mí, inú ń kan mí, ó di cancer. Because people don't respect the fact that emotional wounds are much more dangerous than physical wounds. And let me tell you something. Do you know, as women, especially women, I relate with women a lot, and I'm a woman anyway. When you are going through stress, you start having pimples on your face. We say it in psychology that you are weeping through your skin. Ẹlòmíì akọ̀dédé ní rashes tó máa pọ̀ níbi apá rẹ̀ níbi kan akàn pọ̀ síbẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì àkòkòrò ní, because your skin is crying out from your soul. So a therapist is a soul doctor. As a medical doctor is a medical doctor. So when you find yourself in such a toxic relationship, the person is making you to doubt the reality of your eyes, what you saw, with picture and evidence. Please, if you are not married to that person, leave that person. Sherry, when people ask me questions like this, my fiancé, kinikan, ó ṣe bye. Tí n bá ti bẹ́ẹ̀ fojú sùnùkùn wò, I will just tell you, leave him, leave her. If you now consider him or her, it's not my business. Your blood is not on my head. Because I can tell you professionally, ẹ má gbàgbé University of Life mo fi bẹ̀rẹ̀. I've been through the University of Life myself, and I'm trained, superly trained by great minds, people that have understanding of what relationship is all about. So I can tell you that this is the solution. This is the answer. If you now tell me as wisdom crying and you tell me to shut up, definitely I will shut up. Ṣùgbọ́n my mother used to sing a song anytime I misbehave in the house. Funke, ìyá rẹ kò ní bá ẹ débẹ̀, bàbá rẹ kò ní bá ẹ débẹ̀, ẹlẹ́yà rẹ dilé ọkọ. It's your life. But if you can listen to the voice of wisdom, because wisdom will always cry. Cry. Ọgbọ́n máa ń pariwo, ọgbọ́n máa ń ké. Tó bá gbọ́, you will face the music, you will dance to the lyrics, you will enjoy the benefits negatively of your choice. But I wish you just listen to me. The moment the person is challenging your certainty of what he or she had done, run. Does the person tell you something didn't happen when you know it happened? Mo ní àwọn èèyàn kan in my life that lied to themselves. Oh my God. Hey. You know what lies does? Let me explain this. Lies makes you to feel good. We call it denial in psychology. You are okay in denial. Kò ṣẹlẹ̀, kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó fi ń tura ẹ nínú. You are using denial to make yourself comfortable, to make yourself happy, at least. It's like a cover up. It's actually a cover up. But mo fẹ́ wá ọ̀rọ̀ kan tí mo lè lò ní. Bí ìgbà tí egbò tó ti kẹ̀ sínú tó wá ní èpa lójú. Ó sì ń dùnyàn. But that cover, that èpa ojú ẹ̀ yẹn. If you are not a Yoruba person, please forgive me. I'm saying the same thing I'm interpreting, so you are not missing out at all. It's what I'm saying in English that I'm saying in Yoruba, but what I'm even saying it more in English than Yoruba. I just summarize this Yoruba, but for English I say it a lot. You know, when you have a wound that is not healed internally, but it has a patches on it, that is what denial does. That denial will not make you to feel the pain too much, but the pain is there. It's just there. That is the patches. That is what happens when you are in a relationship that you know and you are very sure that what you are saying happened, what you are seeing had happened, and yet you are lying to yourself. You are telling yourself it's okay. Please, it's not okay. Hear me. You can do heart transplant. You cannot do head transplant. Do you know that your husband is your head, is your driver, is your pilot, is the one that is taking the driver's seat of your life? Your wife is your mother. Imagine some mother to rẹ́lòmí ò believe pé ìyá òun ni ìyá òun, ìyàwó òun ni ìyá òun. but ẹjọ́ ta ló ń fún yín lóúnjẹ? You left your mommy's breast, you carry your own. Who is your mother? Ẹja fi yẹn lẹ̀ fọjọ́ mi on a lighter mode. She's the mother of your children. She's the woman that will determine how you are going to move. You are the head, she's the neck, she's the leg, she's the hand. If the head says let's go to Lagos and the body say I'm not going, where would you go? So when I'm telling you don't go ahead, I know what I'm talking about. Please hear me. Don't continue when it is obvious that something is wrong. If you are desperate, you will be desperately out of that relationship. You rush in, you rush out. I appreciate you for listening to me. Send me a text, voice note, WhatsApp on this number. Please don't call the number. I don't pick calls because of my schedule. If I read your text, I need to call you for us to talk. I will do that. There's no problem. But please don't call that number. Send me a text message, a voice note, a WhatsApp to that number. I promise I'm going to reply you. Follow me on my Instagram handle. You will learn a lot of wisdom. The handle is funkeadetuberu. Those of you that missed last week's episode, go to my YouTube channel. My channel is funkeadetuberu. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you dearly for listening to me. We are still talking about relationships that are destructive emotionally. O ní láti mọ̀, mo kúkú máa ń sọ nǹkan kan fáwọn èèyàn. Etí tán bá máa fọ́ tó bá bọ́ sí presidential suite l'hotel tó fine, á sì jáde síbi tán ti máa fọ́ létí. And it's not supposed to be your portion. Yorùbá ní tọ́lọ́run bá ti fọ̀tá ẹni hàn ni kò lè pani mọ́. Can you imagine? Somebody that is on ó lórí park is cigarette, that smokers are liable to die young, and the person will still take a stick of cigarette and be smoking it, and he sees it. That is beyond you. It's addiction. So if you are a relationship addict, one of these days I'm going to be talking about people that are comfortable in an abusive relationship. The person is hurting them, is wounding them, is doing something to them, is emotionally destructive, and they are there. Ìwọ tó wà ń tà wá ní pé kí ló ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ jáde kẹrù. A ní kí ló kàn ẹ́? Olórí lórí òdùn. Ìwọ ló sọ pé ó pẹ̀lẹ́. What would you do? That person is a relationship addict. But if you know you are not a relationship addict and you love yourself, you want to see good days, you don't want to die before your time, you don't want to end up having cancer, ulcer, blood pressure, terminal disease, japa, run for your dear life. Listen to me. If you love the person, introduce that person to a therapist. Tell that person, ibi tó ẹ ràn mí lọ́wọ́ dé, mo ti débẹ̀ o. Go and seek help. Go and meet someone to help you. And lo and behold, the person will help you. Because the problem of being emotionally sick is not that it's not treatable. It's not that it's not treatable. It's not that you cannot work on it. It's not that you cannot do something about it. You can do something about it 100%. You can. The only thing is clear. If you are willing, because nobody can force anybody. You can force a horse to a stream. You can't force that horse to drink water. So you choose to allow yourself to get help. And if the person is not getting help, leave the person. Tó bá ti kọ̀rọ̀ gbéyàwó, kò sí marriage lọ́rùn o. Marriage begins here and it ends here. This is where marriage starts from. Kò sẹ́ni tó kú lẹ́ni tán sin ìyàwó ẹ̀ mọ́ àbọ́kọ ẹ̀ mọ́ o. So it is personal. Jesus said in heaven, we are not going to be married and be given out in marriage. So gbogbo contract yẹn ibi ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, ibi ló ti parí. You now want to use an earthly contract to destroy your future contract, eternity. Because listen, if you continue with this toxic relationship, abusive relationship, and you are fighting one day, maybe the person has anger problem. Has anger problem, and you started beating each other, and he hit something on your head, and you go to the other side. Are you going to go to heaven with bitterness, with cursing, with fighting? Why would you allow something that is temporal to destroy what is eternal? Èèyàn kan ló lọ́rọ̀ yẹn ní gbogbo program ilé ni, kì í ṣe gbogbo èèyàn mo bá sọ. I actually said that to someone that has ears. to hear. Because listen to me, life is too short to allow anything to kill you. Nobody is worthy of your death when it comes to relationship. It's not physical death. Ẹlòmíì mo ṣe sọ death, a máa rò pé physical death. Wọ́n ti pa àwọn kan sáyé. Some people are dead but they are alive. Mentally dead, emotionally dead, psychologically dead, financially dead. Nothing more. They've lost it. They finished it. Nothing is working again because they are not listening to the whistle of the hunter. Wọ́n ní ajá tó bá máa sọnù ní ìgbọ́ fèrè ọlọ́dẹ. Ọlọ́dẹ ń fọn fèrè. Wisdom is talking everywhere. Is screaming, is yelling, is everywhere. I told the lady, I said, check your husband. Check your wife. I told the man, check your wife. These are the problems. They are foundational problems. This person had to seek help. Now, go to another 2 years. In the same toxic, emotionally abusive relationship, she's still there. She's just wasting her time. Man yìí, òun ni ò lè bímọ o. Ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ kí ìyàwó ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òun ò lọ sí hospital, òun ò ṣe medical check-up, òun ò ṣe nǹkan kan, nǹkan tó bá wù kó ṣe kó máa lọ, ó dẹ̀ jókòó síbẹ̀. I'm not saying you should divorce. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying, vehemently insist on help. And if he does not want to seek help, set boundaries. If you don't want to do this, this is what I will do. If you don't want to do that, that's what I will do. Then go to rest. You now waste your life, waste your time. Wàá dọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run wà ní Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run ní, excuse you. I've given you all that pertain to life and godliness. Choose it this day. It's your choice now you make. You make your choice makes you. You are product of your choice. Please, God will say, don't come into this matter. You heard funkeadetuberu on Shematters. She said it. You kept quiet. So ta ló fẹ́ bú, ta ló fẹ́ bájà. Wo Ọlọ́run kò dẹ̀ ní di solicitor or advocate kó ń gbèjà rẹ̀ lọ. Does the person depend on you to meet all his or her needs? Is emotionally destructive. Ó pè mí, ó bá mi sọ̀rọ̀, kí ni mo lọ wà, kí ló ń ṣe, kí ni kan, ìwọ, hey, ó ti di bárakú pé everything about your life is hanging around that person. Is emotionally destructive. Listen, you need a break. Níbo ló wà, kí ló ń ṣe, ó fún mi lóúnjẹ, ó tọ́jú mi, ó kí mi, ó kúnlẹ̀, ó dọ̀bálẹ̀, ó ṣe kíní, ó sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi dáadáa, ó respect me, I'm the head. Everything. The person depends on you to meet all his or her need. The person is emotionally destructive. Ọlọ́run nìkan ló lè meet all our needs. Stop hanging on your spouse to meet your needs. You are not a baby. It's not your crutches. You are not a toddler. That's why you can be ripe for marriage and you are not prepared. You can be prepared for marriage and you are not ripe. You can't be. If you are not ripe for marriage, you are a baby. You gave birth to a baby. Your wife is a baby. Your husband is a baby. Baby is crying. Where you are doing? You are now crying like toddlers. You are supposed to be emotionally matured. If you are expecting, tí bá ti marry tán sí, a máa fún mi lóúnjẹ, a máa fọ abọ́ fún mi, gbogbo boxers mi ló máa fọ, ó máa fọ yín fún mi láìrọ̀ tí láti ṣí eyín mi báyìí, mo ṣí eyín studio ni o, òun ló máa fọ everything, òun lálàá. Àwọn fíìmù tó ń wò yẹn wọ́n ń tàn ẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Àwọn ìwé tó ń ka yẹn òun karọ́ lórí irọ́. There is no human being on earth that can meet your 100% emotional needs. Marriage is 100. You put 100, I put 100. You put 50, I put 50. You put 10, I put 10. That is how marriage works. So, tó bá ti ń fi sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan, èèyàn kan ti ń kúnú ẹ̀ ni, tó bá yá ó máa jápa. And hear me. There's a limit to every human endurance. Ó máa ń débì kan tẹ́niyàn ní ó tó gẹ́, ó ti tó gẹ́. Ìdààmú nínú ayé mi ó tó gẹ́. Àṣedànù nínú ayé mi ó tó o. Ó ti tó gẹ́ nìyẹn. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti ń sọ ó tó gẹ́, ó ń withdraw lọ nìyẹn. Tó bá ti ń sọ ó tó gẹ́, ó ń back off lọ nìyẹn. Kó tó deteriorate the level yẹn, seek professional help. Seek counsel. Because if you don't, and at the end of the day, the person leaves you, ibi tó ti ń dùn èmi, bóyá gbogbo yín ò mọ ibi tó ti ń dùn mí o. Ibi tó ti ń dùn mí ni pé àwọn ọmọ tó wà nínú ìgbéyàwó yẹn àti sọ ayé wọn di nǹkan. Torí pé ṣọ́ra. láti já lásìkò tó yẹ ká já. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn ni wàhálà wà because ibi tí erin méjì bá ti ń jà, koríko kì í jìyà nìkan, koríko lè kú. My major concern, I'm telling you now, when you keeping up with a relationship that is emotionally destructive, you will get to a stage that you'll be tired. I'm just interpreting what I said in Yoruba now. You'll be so fed up and you tell yourself, I'm done. And by the time you say you are done, you are done. But my challenge, what is making me to scream and yell and keep talking like this, is because of one thing. Children that are there. Where two elephants fight, grass does not only suffer, grass dies. It depends on the length of the fight. Àwọn koríko mi ò gbérí mọ́. Àwọn ọmọ mi ò gbérí mọ́. Wọn ò gbérí mọ́ emotionally. Wọ́n ti di cultist. Wọ́n ti dàmúgbó. Wọ́n ti ṣe yahoo boys. Torí erin méjì ń jìyà. Ó ń jà. Wọn ò gbérí mọ́. Wọ́n ti suffer. Àwọn koríko ti suffer. Àwọn míì wọ́n ti wà lẹ́wọ̀n. They cannot be human being or better again because of the fact that two elephants are fighting. I'm intentional with what I'm doing with you today. And I don't want you to listen to it anyhow. I want you to listen to it in your heart. If you miss this or you don't understand what I'm saying, go to my YouTube channel. Funkeadetuberu is my handle. And go back and listen alone. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan wà tó pé èèyàn máa ń dá gbọ́ ni. Ní ìkọ̀kọ̀ ayé ẹ̀ ló ti máa ń dá gbọ́. Nítorí ẹ̀ Yorùbá ní tó bá kọjú sí ẹ kó o tá, tó bá kẹ̀yìn sí ẹ kó o tá, tó bá ti kù wọ́n nìkan tún ọ̀rọ̀ ara ẹ rò, because o ò lè máa tẹ̀síwájú ní nǹkan tí ò dá. You can't continue like that. If that person is always draining you, ó fún mi lóúnjẹ, ó fún mi lómi, ẹ lọ́mọ ọ̀dọ̀ o, ẹ lẹ́ni tó máa help yín o. You are asking for water when you have been the one that have been cooking since morning, or you came back from work, o ti bá ìyàwó ẹ fọṣọ, o ti ṣe àwọn nǹkan kan, o dẹ̀ kó sí korobá pé kó sá, àìdíá ló fọ́, ó ń bọ̀ wá sá. Those relationships are killing somebody. They are emotionally destructive. When you find yourself there, seek help. Mo ti sọ, tó bá yẹ pé o ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi ni, go back and listen to it. Thank God for records. It's always there for you to listen to. Can I say this? I've said it before, but let me emphasize it. Nobody can meet all your needs. Financially, emotionally, sexually. Ibi sexually mo fẹ́ lọ. Hear me. Ibi ìkóra ẹni ní ìjánu wà. When it comes to your sexuality in your marriage, there's still need for discipline. That is why Bíbélì tèmi ń kà tí mo gbàgbọ́ sọ pé tí ẹ bá ń gbààwẹ̀ ẹ lè sùn sẹ́yìn fúnra yín. Ó mì pé kì í ṣe gbogbo ìgbà ló ń jóúnjẹ. Ẹlòmíì tíyàwó ẹ̀ bá lóyún báyìí ó ti bẹ́ síta. Tó bá ń tọ́mọ lọ́wọ́ ó ti bẹ́ síta. For what? And you are bringing problem to your home you don't know. Having sex with another woman is not a contract you are doing, it's a covenant you are entering. Ṣẹ́yìn ọkùnrin ń gbọ́ mi? I have women like that that they have a high libido. Tó ẹ pé tọkọ wọn ò bá ṣe báyìí lọ́jọ́ méjì àbó ṣàìsàn kékeré báyìí wọ́n ti bẹ́ síta. When it comes to sexual relationship, it's not a contract, it's a covenant. Mo ń tẹnu mọ́ báyìí kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ mi. Ẹlòmíì ó ti bá ọmọ omi lò pọ̀, ó ti bá àjẹ́ lò pọ̀, ó ti bá oṣó lò pọ̀, ó ti bá akónilógo lò pọ̀. Some people they have slept with people that have water spirit, has witchcraft. They have slept with men that it is that relationship sexually that they want to use to pack the glory. It's everywhere. And they have packed your glory. Awadi, korofo, ìṣáná. in the name of mi ò lè mára dúró. There is need for self-control. You are going to tell yourself as a man, my wife is not meeting my sexual need, my emotional needs, but I will not go out. I will do counseling. I will do therapy. We will talk about it. If she's not willing, your counselor knows what to do. Your therapy knows what to do. Ìwọ fìyẹn lẹ̀. Tó bá lọ sọ́dọ̀ doctor, tó bá ti fún ẹ lóògùn kan, wọ́n á ní kó lò, wàá tún padà wá, wọ́n á ní kó lò. Ìgbà tó bá yá, wàá rí solution. Fìyẹn lẹ̀. Don't bother about whether a counselor, even if you are the only one that want to seek help. Èmi ò ní ìdọ́kọ àti ìyàwó láti jókòó láti parí ìjà. I've handled hundreds of cases. Mi fẹ́ sọ thousands, thousands. Just talking to one person. That's it. I have the anointing, the orí ọ̀fẹ́ yẹn wà ńbẹ̀ fún mi. Just one person will resolve the conflict. And I know if it is emotionally destructive, I know what to teach you. I know how to teach you. I know how to go about it with you. Because listen to me. If you think you will survive being in a relationship that is destructive, demanding your life, breathe in fresh air, excuse me, you are going to have to seek help. Because it is destroying you. And you know, when I've said it, when you are emotionally in a destructive relationship, cancer is close. Permanent sickness is close. Arthritis. Do you know that joy alone strengthens your bone? So, you that gbogbo ara ti ń ro, egungun ti ń ro yín, ẹ lè rìn. Nǹkan kan ló ń jẹ yín légungun. Something is rotting your bone, is eating you up. You can't afford to do that. You can't afford to allow it. You need help. Mi lè pariwo jù bí mo ṣe ń sọ lọ yìí. Get and seek a professional help. The moment the man or the woman depends on you for meeting all his or her need. All. Even Ọlọ́run gan kì í ṣe gbogbo àdúrà wa ló ń dá lóhùn. Àwọn kan wà tó yẹ pé a ní amúsùúrù ọmọ. Mi lè fún ẹ ní nǹkan tó máa pẹ́ àsìkò tí ì tó. Ìmí á ní wá ní sùúrù mo fẹ́ fi gbògo ni. I want to, it's not all prayers that God answers. He will hear. He would have heard it, but he might not answer it. And it's God. He's telling us that there is a caution. There's a pause. There's a need for discipline, self-control, self-discipline. There's need for it. It's not every time you want to have urge that you want to do it. Yes. Is that what Joseph did? Joseph said, Mrs. Potiphar, òun tọrẹ, mo lè bóbìnrin lò pọ̀, mi ń ṣakúra, ṣùgbọ́n eléyìí o, my erection will not destroy my direction. I know what I want from life. I know what I want in life. I know the vision I saw. I saw the greatness in my life. I can't sleep with you. Get out of here. Of course, godliness is profitable. Of course, godliness can put you in the prison of life. But it's better. I would rather suffer being righteous than to suffer under the influence of compromise. Nígbà bá compromise, ṣé ìwọ ló máa nà mí ni? Ṣé tó bá sàkì mi, ṣé o lè san bill mi? Ẹni tó bá rán yín níṣẹ́ là bẹ̀rù, à ń bẹ̀rù ẹni tá máa jẹ fún. And the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. If you fear God and you tell yourself, my wife is not meeting my needs 100%. My husband is not meeting my needs 100%. But I will not, because of that, as a woman, go and be looking for aláàánú mi ni, ex mi ni, who can help me ni. Who told you? You are walking in the periphery of trouble. Sherry, mo sọ fún yín pé when it comes to sex, you are not entering contract you. Mo ṣe mo dìde irọ́. You are entering a covenant. And that covenant will keep working on your life till you die, except you repent and tell your creator, ṣàánú mi, dáríjì mi. Wàá wá ojú Ọlọ́run níbi tó ti lè rí ni, kó tó lè bọ́nú ẹ̀. I've seen men in this my contemporary life that I've lived. I've seen a lot in this my university of life that their head cannot stand up again, because you can't sleep in the bosom of Delilah and wake up at Abraham's bosom. Ẹ tún rò yẹn kí n tó máa lọ. I'm saying this because I love you. Like I said, you can tell me to shut up. You might have even turned off your radio. Kò ṣe nǹkan kan. Ẹni tó bá mọ iyì wúrà la máa ń tà fún. And some people will listen and their life will change. You know how many people have been sending me messages? Shema, you are changing my life. You are turning my life around. Àánú mo rí gbà o. I am very grateful to God for all my listeners, those who listen from their hearts, who is willing to obey, and who is obeying, and who is responding. You don't know how much joy I have in knowing fully well that every one of you, you are always listening to me. Wow! Ó wù mí kí n jẹran pẹ́ lẹ́nu bó ó ń fa ọ̀nà fún ní òjẹ́ ẹ̀. I wish I could go on and on and on and on, but limited to time. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone. On behalf of Dr. Inkajo Ayefele, the CEO of Fresh FM Nigeria, I want to say thank you for listening. All my wonderful people at the studio, I celebrate everyone. Thank you so much. I will see you next week.